Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to head over to OCC for a little. Let me get that sun out of my face. I sound funny. I got my tooth in. I don't normally have my tooth in, but what I'm afraid of is if I keep it out too long, I'm going to get this giant or bigger gap than what's really there. So today we're going to keep it in for a little while and see how it works out. But anyway, some of the locals are going to head over to OCC just to have a little lunch, maybe some drinks, and check out some motorcycles. Going to continue the conversation that I started with the last video on what am I doing? Is this my long-term solution for a touring motorcycle? Is this bike going to stay in my garage? My wife actually asked me directly on Friday night, are you keeping the Triumph? And the short answer is yes. The long answer is... You tell me. Anyway, the long answer is yes, probably. So it's only longer because there's more syllables. I'll take that any day of the week. But because I started talking about what kind of mods I wanted to do to it, and I told her I wanted to start working on it. And her question, which was fair, was, well, are you even keeping the Triumph? Because I think she knows that I'm at a crossroads in my motorcycles on are either one of these long-term solutions? I mean, we'll find out. But anyway, we're going to check some out. I may or may not test ride a motorcycle or two. My problem with test rides is I'm a sucker, man. I get on a motorcycle. Every motorcycle I get on, I fall in love with, and I want to take it home that day. So I don't want to make any rash decisions. But one thing I know for sure, I can't afford 2 payments. So I don't know what to do. Hey, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I would say the red subscribe button below, but they've changed it. It's now white. So click the white button below. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see you on the road.
I'm going to tell you guys something. If you, next time I buy a house, I'm going to make sure of 2 things. One, I'm not in a direct landing and takeoff path. And I will not have the main road attached to the neighborhood road be just a 2-lane road. Man, it's always so... Man, I lost my little nose piece that redirects breath downward. Probably the other night when my wife and I went to dinner. It's probably out there at that corner market somewhere because I noticed it in my room, not there. I looked around the garage, not there. I'm sure I can buy a replacement part, but how much are they going to want for that? $30, some bullshit like that. So we're trying a couple of things new today, and I know you guys aren't necessarily here for how I set up my cameras. I mean, some of you are. Some of you, if you're on Patreon, I've actually posted videos, very detailed videos on my whole process from, what cameras I use, what settings I use, and why. Some things have changed. So, if you haven't figured it out already, as a motovlogger or content creator in general, if you're a small creator, I still consider myself a very small creator. If you upload videos in 1080p, you will get the codec ASC1. I'll have to verify that. Which looks like shit. Like I can't believe this is something that YouTube actually does to people. Because if you're trying to grow a channel, somebody clicks on your video and it looks like garbled ass, you're not going to get any subscribers for that because they're going to think you did something wrong. And the only thing you did was upload in full HD. That's really, really a terrible approach. I learned last year because the very first video that I uploaded after I came back to YouTube in April of 2021, I did it in 1080p. And it would look like shit. So I did some research and I found out that the good codec, the VP09, is reserved for larger creators. How large? I don't know. We're going to talk about that in just a second. But there's a way that small creators can force the better codec. And that is uploading in 1440p or 4K. I've got my thoughts on those. I do have to stop and get gas. We'll talk about those when I get back on the bike. Man, I love this motorcycle. I really do. I hate the fact that I'm having second thoughts about the motorcycle because I've had it for less than a year. The motorcycle is super fun. I would call it unique, even though it's a factory stock motorcycle. It is kind of unique. I mean, they make them, right? You can just go buy one just like it is. But it's not something you see every day. And I do get looks on it, which I kind of like because it sparks up conversations sometimes. But again, like I mentioned in the last video, I'm just at a point where I want to take more trips. I know my Goldwing can do it. But I'm not stupid. I mean, it's a ticking time bomb. It's old. It's got a lot of miles. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have a lot of miles for a Goldwing, but 103,000 miles is a lot of miles. So what do? Do I wait, 2.5, 3 years until all of my finances open up, assuming they even do? Or do I bite the bullet and see, what I can do with this? That makes sense?
Okay, Editing Mike says, I have decided that I went on and on and on while recording this video, talking way too much about video codecs and resolutions and file sizes, and that's not really what you're here for. If you'd like to see a video on something like that, you can let me know in the comments. I just don't think they really fit in with the theme, so I cut all that out, so I didn't finish talking about what I was talking about. We're gonna get on with the rest of what the video was actually about.
Literally always something going on at Birds. Not complaining about it, but I don't know how he gets that many connections, or people just come up and say, hey, I'd like to set up a wiener rescue. Hey, can you rescue my wiener, baby? Do you have a safety net for me? Hey. We'll turn the camera off for that. Anytime we go somewhere with a pool table, he is all over it like stink on shit, man. He loves shooting pool. He won't let me teach him the rules because he's 3 and just kind of does whatever he wants to anyway. All right, ultimate fat kid bills. Jack had the poutine. So I'm trying the poutine. Let's see how it is. Never had it. I've never had poutine anywhere, so we're doing it here for the first time.
I was like, but one of them. You understand that? Like, he's a good guy.
That is the weirdest combination of flavors I've ever had in my mouth. Ever.
It was a small one.
But
I was like,
Superb.
try to get the old lady to walk over here in this Harley Davidson Stealership, but she declined. Good thing I can count on my buddy Jack. Jack's a feature whether he wants to be or not, baby. Here we go once again. You walk into a Harley Davidson dealership, one thing I can promise you is you're going to see Harley Davidsons. It's the strangest coincidence. Every Harley dealership I go into's got them. The problem I have with Road Kings is that they're $30,000, just like their bigger brothers with the fairings. And whether the fairing is in your taste or not, that's a lot more hardware to be on a motorcycle to cost the exact same amount of money as something that doesn't have that hardware. That's the problem I have with it. So I would have to find something that's used that I could afford. I mean, a Heritage, like I said before, man, a Heritage is not out of the question. I just can't buy a new one. I mean, I can technically afford any motorcycle in here on a monthly payment basis. The problem is I don't want to. Right, so the salesperson grabbed me and Jack, but for some reason he's like really focused on Jack right now, because Jack's like straight up about to buy this Ultra Classic. I'm not going to be surprised if Jack walks out or rides out of here today on that fucking turd down there. We'll find out. Meanwhile, Mr. Branch has gravitated towards this beautiful beast. I have always liked Road Kings. Exhaust sounds kind of weak. It's almost like they just punched out the baffles. It ain't bad though. I've had a 103 before. I like the 103 platform. I like the hard bags. They got another one down there that's got hard bags, but it's a god-awful ugly green color. And they got another one with soft bags, which ain't really my thing. So if I can get this guy to stop sucking jack stick for a minute, I might see what's up with taking this thing for a ride.
It's a black bagger, baby. Where you go?
It's a black bagger, baby. You cannot go wrong, man. This, you're guaranteed to pull all the dick in any bar you run into, man, right here. Hell yeah. In fact, looking at these same old black baggers, every single one of these this is even a black bagger. I don't even know it yet. What they got? Fucking hotness. Woo! Don't park that shit out in the sun because it'll fry your speakers too.
Ooh, God, boy, that thing looks good. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, it does look real good. Wonder what touring is like on a Fat Boy. Oh, hell yeah. If you got a Heritage and you don't do this to it, you're wrong.
Guess I got to.
You ain't got no Heritage? Is that what yours is? Your Bicola is a Heritage? Okay. Custom. That's because people don't sit in one position. You got to be able to move around and be fluid with your body movements. Rotate with the spine.
Oh, hell yeah, boys. All right, here we go. Road King, baby. It actually feels pretty fucking nimble, man. If I'm being 100% honest here. All right, let's see. Oh, it's got some balls, baby. I like it. Oh, okay. All right, he told me he's got to be in front. Okay. Speaking of Heritages, I like the Heritage. Oh, man, I can see myself on this motherfucker. Oh, man. I do feel like I'm up a lot more forward than I thought I would be. Oh, you're going to turn here? Look at me looking for the turn signals. Oh, this feels good, man. This feels good. Not gonna lie. I like the heel toe shifter, man. I like it a whole lot. I can't tell you specs about this motorcycle. I can't tell you one damn thing. I know it's a 103. I've had the 103. I like the 103. It's not a Speed Demon motor, but it's a good motor. Road King has that look. It has that look. You know what I'm saying? I know Terminator rode a Fat Boy. I know that. But Road King's got that look, baby. That, look at me. I'm a fucking Harley Davidson. This is me. This is the Harley Davidson. Oh, see that? These bumps? I'm not feeling them, man. My gold wing would have been bouncing like a goddamn basketball over that shit. Woo! Come on, dude. Let's go. I wish they would let me out my own test ride. It's super comfortable. So these bars, I would need to have them not higher necessarily, although higher would be good. I'd like them more forward. Does that make sense? Like my hands are a little too close to my chest, I feel like. And my feet aren't out far enough. But whoever put these pegs on, holy shit, dude, I would lower those. I would absolutely lower those. The power and rumble of the American V-twin roaring between my legs, tickling my taint, chattering my chode. Man, it actually does feel really good. This is a very comfortable motorcycle. Except for the bars, I would absolutely have to put these somewhere. A little bit more forward, something. I'd have to do something. Hell yeah, open her up, baby. Open her up, baby. We got it, Grandpa. Oh, we're both Grandpas, but you get it. Woo! Oh, man, I like it. I like it. This is why I don't go on demo rides. This right here is why I don't go on demo rides. I fall in love way too easily. Oh, it's so comfortable. I mean, except for the wind blasting me in the chest, which I don't like. So if I bought something like this, I would have to. I'd be legally required to get some sort of windshield, tall windshield, thank you, or something. But this is more comfortable than my Goldwing. And I said it out loud just now. You guys know I talk a lot of shit about Harley Davidson, man, and I feel like I bring that up a lot on the last few. Wife and I were talking the other day. I do intend to go to Sturgis in 2023. I'm going to have to really shift my vacations around and whatnot to make that work, but I really want to go. And I started looking at the Goldwing, and I do think that the Goldwing will probably make it. But if it doesn't, there's like no support. And I know that might be part of the adventure. And I do subscribe to the shade tree mentality of you can do it on a $2,000 motorcycle. But I want to keep this $2,000 motorcycle thing into perspective. If you buy a $2,000 Goldwing, you may be able to just buy it, sign the title over, change the oil, and rip down the road. Yeah, that very well may happen. I have let's exclude the accident and getting the new parts. You know, I probably put a good $1,500 into that motorcycle. Just mostly for preventative maintenance, not even things. People tell me, Mike, you're always working on that. Yeah, but it's not because things are breaking. It's either preventative or things that I want to improve upon. Well, again, preventative, so that way I don't have a problem later. Now, you add the money I had to spend to repair it after it broke. Yeah, we're over $2,000 after I bought it for $2,200. So, at what point, like, what's the monthly expense? If I break that down, what's the monthly expense on keeping that motorcycle going versus, you know, you buy something like this and you have a monthly payment on it. I will say it's content. Working on the Goldwing is content, and I don't only have the Goldwing content. I have the Goldwing because it's something that I own. It's 100% mine. The Triumph, I finance. So I'm gonna run some numbers with this girl. But the way I shop, I will not buy a motorcycle today. I mean, it's got to be like a 1-to-1 matchup for that to work. I'll sit on it. I know they've had this bike for at least a week because I've been looking online at the pre-owned inventory. I do like it though. Man, I like it. Freedom machine, baby. I feel nothing but freedom. I feel nothing. I see nothing in my eyes except the open road ahead and eagles and flags and shotguns and shit come roaring out of nowhere, reminding me that I'm an American on American piece of machinery.
Okay, so we focused a little bit on me riding that Road King, which is still not off the table. I'm just the kind of guy where I don't typically buy things on my first day. If they sell it before I get a chance to give them a yes or no, then wasn't meant to be. But Jack, on the other hand, he came up here to get some beers and good times, and he might be leaving with an ultra.
Might be buying a black bagger. God damn it.
Got a goddamn black bagger. Hey, coincidentally, the Road King that I'm riding is also a black bagger, so
Fuck, we're gonna be in that crowd?
we're gonna fit in on bike night, baby. You're not gonna be able to touch. Hell yeah, brother. Alright, this might be the last you see of Jack's Firebolt. He's trading this bad boy in. No more Firebolt. Yeah, it's Jack's. Well, not anymore.
The only V-twin sport bike that will make you have to go change your things.
Bueller got rid of the Buell. That's a big step. That's a big step. Hey, I'm gonna go watch him take off on a test ride. They told him his shorts aren't good enough. They almost made me change, but they said, but the combination of my socks and my shorts were good enough. Don't ever do that again. So in the next chapter of what bike is Jack gonna have that he has to constantly work on, please see Exhibit A. I'm kidding. 96 cubic inch.
Oh, it's not a joke.
Jack can't have a bike that's just okay. I get it. Me neither. Well, my Triumph is pretty okay. Did we ever find out what year it was for sure? This person rode this drunk many times. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Okay, perfect. 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 It's not a bad price though. I mean, honestly, the thing only has 16,000 miles on it. Does Colleen know yet?
No.
She's about to, baby. When he comes rolling in on that fucking hog, she's gonna be like, "Oh, big man, give me a ride." Do it again. Oh, it's the call of his new people. Peepaw on a Peepaw bike right there.
Yes.
You and Aaron can match now. Bingo. All right, you guys heard me talking about these Heritages. Yeah, these Heritages and Road Kings, how much I like them. Oh, she got it, baby. You can't get it up because of that thing? Okay, I'll get on that one. All right, I'm gonna have to put the camera down so she can get on hers. You got a blue one. This ain't in the way. Yeah, it's better. Don't matter what color. This one looks a little lower though. The studs. You already got a stud at home, baby, right here. Woo! What you think, baby? Sexy, ain't it? It is a big girl bike. Damn, girl. I want to take you home and give you the studs you deserve. Hell yeah. Okay, 3 days later. It is in the morning and we have a hurricane on the way. Thankfully, this time it's hitting the East Coast, but we still got, you can see the effects. We've got bands of clouds moving at a nice little speed, got the wind blowing. Not to be outdone by my good buddy Jack. Got a little surprise for you today. I think though, if you've been paying attention and all the comments I'm getting, you kind of know what's going on. But thankfully, I don't have to ride alone. We're going about an hour north. Got my man, Dr. Dad over here. He's gonna escort me up, and then Alex is gonna meet us up where we're going, and you're gonna see where that is. Let's get on the road.
Oh, look at those clouds. Under most circumstances, these clouds would mean a definite rain in Tampa, Florida. But no, they're just whipping on by because of the upcoming tropical storm Nicole. Maybe a hurricane by now. We'll see. Like I said, we got about an hour ride north. And while this Triumph is leaps and bounds more comfortable than the Royal Enfield that I had and traded for this Triumph, it's not really ideal for road trips. Oh, we got this on there. There we go. I think it's a lack of alternate foot positions, honestly. Hey, I get one foot position. I'm still a little bit bent over. Carrying a backpack is also something that really adds to it. I think the monoshock, one of the features of having a bobber with the motorcycle bouncing up and down all the time, that kind of adds to it a little bit. The wind is not in my favor. It's a north-northeast wind. This is like a very detailed Mike's weather report. WMBR 1976.5 on your FM dial. Oh man, I don't like Florida drivers, and here's why. They are not Florida drivers. You heard it. They are New York drivers that have planted themselves in the great state of Florida. So no, I don't like Florida drivers because they're not from here. There's a Texas one. Own where you're from. Big Tex, baby. So you guys saw me test riding the Road King at Burt's on Sunday. And man, that really got me in the mood. You guys know how it is. Once you start looking at a motorcycle, that's about it. So I started looking around. I may or may not have found something that has interested me. And it may or may not be 1 hour north of where I live. So off we go into the wild blue yonder of Florida. We're going to a town called Wildwood, Florida. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the deal once I actually sign. Because these guys up here were great to work with. I've done everything remotely so far. I haven't even done anything. We've done everything through email, pictures, phone calls. But I still want to look at the motorcycle. I want to ride it. I want to make sure that it's not some fucking turd. You know what I'm saying? And then once I'm satisfied, that's another reason why I've got these guys with me. I'm so thankful that I've got good friends to come along. Once I'm satisfied that everything is good to go, then I'll sign and we'll ride it home. But we'll talk a little bit more about why I'm riding an entire hour north to pick up a motorcycle that I can just as easily get right across the bridge at somewhere like Burt's or even iMotorsports. For one, it's the color. All Harley Davidsons are black baggers, but sometimes these black baggers come in different shades of black. This one has more of a cherry hue. So even though it looks red to the common eye, a real biker understands that it is a black bagger. All right, we made it to Wildwood, up in the Leesburg, Dade City, a little past Dade City area. I have not put my legs down since we left the Wawa. And, oh man, I have been bobbing and weaving. The headwind, the kind of headwind that we get, holy cow. It's more of it's a crosswind because it's like coming at an angle. I don't know what it's called, but Holy cow. I mean, I had cruise control set to 85, but man, I'm going to be sore tomorrow. So we've got about 3.5 miles left to get to where we're going. And I don't think Alex is up here yet. We could have technically taken a back road, but I'm kind of in a hurry. Not just because I'm excited about a new motorcycle, but... Oh, yeah. This is not. The bobber is very cool looking. And it's a ripper. I mean, she rips. Let's talk a little bit about the past year and a half in my motorcycle journey. You know, I sold my Road Glide in 2020. Right after I got laid off from COVID, I was scared. You know, I didn't know how long it was going to be that I was going to be off work. I was scared. I owned it outright. So, you know, I took that cash, put it in the bank. And once I felt things were starting to get more stable, I went out and I bought the Royal Enfield. I could have bought it cash and then some with the money from the Road Glide. But again, I was scared a little bit, so I didn't want to touch the cash that I had. So I financed it. I thought, oh, it's a very cheap payment, whatever. And then I turned that into a cafe racer. And what a mistake. I'm not built for it, and I'm not young anymore. So that was a very uncomfortable but cool motorcycle. Traded in on the Triumph. Kind of bittersweet a little bit, you know, the deal that I'm doing today, because I do love the Triumph. Anyway, we'll talk a little bit more once we get this thing done. We'll see you up here.
All right, boys, here we are. 2014 Harley Davidson Road King. For those who know me and know that I talk all the shit in the world about Harley Davidson, will know that I do have two exceptions, well, three exceptions. Number one, first and foremost, is the Road King. I have always loved a Road King. Number two is the Heritage. So here we are. We're going to take it down the road. My boy Billy inside is going to get a little waiver ready for me. And yeah, man, let's see you on there.
All right, boys. Oh, here we go. There we go. Okay. How's this backrest? See, there's a dissonance here because I want to use my backrest, but I can't reach the bars. All right, let's get through some gears. Oh, it sounds good, baby. I don't think the windshield is tall enough. I do believe that there are other ones that I can get into. He said the test ride is usually to the light and back, but I'm not ready. Oh, the clutch feels good on this one, man. I don't even really care for these bars too much. I will definitely get new bars. I want them to be a little taller. I don't want big old ape hangers necessarily. I absolutely love it. What I like about not having the fairing on here is that the front end doesn't feel so heavy. Oh, baby. Oh, man, she feels good. Oh, she feels good. Woo! Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's got a little gear indicator and RPMs. Oh, I feel like that's pretty fucking advanced, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I like it, man. I fucking like it. You ever fall in love with a bike immediately? I mean, I feel like I do that anytime I'm on a new motorcycle. There's just something about riding something different that's like, holy cow. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. A friend of mine, the Mad Yankee out of New Hampshire, he's in my Discord. If you want to get on my Discord, come join the Patreon or be a member. You can be a patron for $1. He said that he feels like a Road King is a halo bike. That's what he called it. And I asked him what he meant by that. He said it's just like one of those goals, like a bike that I really want to have. Oh, beautiful. What do you think? Sound good? Look good? Oh, great. Hell yeah.
We go. My boys ain't been up here not even 10 minutes. They're already looking at other bikes. Hey, but look at this thing. Look at this thing. Woo, woo, woo. I don't really want speakers on my bike, but I do want lowers. I got it in my pocket. I feel like this little place is like a hidden gem. I've never heard of this place until my buddy Pete told me, hey, check out Lucky You. You get up here, look at all these Harleys, man. I'd never.
Heard it in a bunch of times.
I feel like I've been missing out. I mean, I haven't been in the market for a Harley in forever, so maybe that's why. But good looking out, Pete. I appreciate that. That was a good heads up. I know Alex had the other spot, Motorsports, over in St. Pete, and they had one for a similar price, similar year, similar mileage, but it was black. And even though this one that I'm getting is also black, this one was like actual black, not like black at heart, like real black.
All right, boys, here it is. We are the Black Bagger crew. Black Bagger number 1, Black Bagger number 2, Black Bagger number 3, right here, baby. Just got all the deal finished up. Got the tags on from the bobber. I am seriously going to miss that bobber. I really am. But even though no motorcycles are really practical, that really didn't serve much of a purpose except to look cool in the garage, which it did do that pretty well, not going to lie. Black Baggers. Here I am. The very thing I was vowed to destroy. So, interestingly enough, I cannot put insurance on this yet. Because we have the storm coming, insurance companies will not insure new vehicles. So, what a weird, life is still happening. So, I don't know why they would omit the ability to be able to insure new vehicle purchases, because I can't be the only person getting a new anything. Like I've said, man, that V-twin, I know it's rubber mounted, so I don't feel everything, but nothing like the feeling of a V-twin. Not saying it's the best, but there's nothing like it. You can't compare it to a parallel twin. Well, I don't want to bore anybody with freeway riding, and I'm going to listen to Leonard Skinner while I ride my Harley Davidson. I'm going to be nothing but pure blood American badass on the way home. We'll see you in a little bit.
Well, it isn't quite a murder bar. Nah, it is though. Yeah, Tampa boys do it. We had to stop for a beer and a slice of pizza. I'm a fat kid. Alex ain't a fat kid. Maybe at heart, but
I eat this whole fucking pot.
he does eat. But man, it's been nice on the road. I didn't run the camera too long, but it feels good, man. It feels good. I mean, the Triumph had no problems with power. The thing is a beast, but this thing, Cadillac, baby, Cadillac. He's already talking about making it a Vicla. I'm like, come on, man, let me have it a day. Let me have it one day.
My little snake, baby.
But like I told him on his camera, I really appreciate these guys coming up, man, because one, I had the company, Mike rode with me all the way up. This guy thought he was gonna meet us on 75, but nah.
I was 10 to 15 minutes out.
So close.
I was hitting like 100 all the way.
Oh, I was at 85 because, dude, I was like this.
You guys were chugging because I was doing 100. I'm like, there's no fucking way I didn't catch it. I knew you guys were going fast.
All right, here we are. Another desk, sitting at the editing desk outro, which is fine. I didn't know where I was going to end this thing, and I was right. I did not write it again until Friday, so it kind of hurt sitting there all Thursday while it was raining. But lots of great footage over this past weekend. Can't wait to put the next one out, but I'm really excited about the motorcycle, as you can tell, and we're going to figure out what to do to make it my own, so it's not so standard, I guess, if you want to say that. But I appreciate you coming along on this one and all videos. So until next time, we'll see you later.